live look at Camp Randall Stadium in Madison. Your college football Saturday continues with a great showdown here on EA Sports. It's the USC Trojans and the Wisconsin Badgers. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
When you get to Madison, Wisconsin, you know you're someplace special when you walk into Camp Randall Stadium. This is one of the largest and oldest stadiums in the country, opening in 1917. The students make it special. Every time there's a cool moment in the third and fourth quarter, Camp Randall continues to prove one of the best home field advantages in the Big Ten. Guys, back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. And the Badgers ready to kick it away first. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Trojans' offense will go to work first. This offense will be led by Jaden Mayava. This quarterback, one of the best in the country, but boy, does he face a stiff challenge with a stingy unit on the other side. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Straight ahead, it's Miller. Good blocking, good running, pickup of 6 out to the 30.
And that looked like an easy decision for the quarterback. Hand it off, give him the ball, let him get 5+ yards. Nice decision, nice job by the running back getting the yardage.
The Trojans can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Fighting off the defender. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down. Pick up the first down on the ground like that, and it would make Sam Bam Cunningham proud.
All right, I'm going to need a little education. Give me some context on Sam Bam Cunningham.
He was a great, powerful, hard-nosed running back for some of those great Trojan teams of John McKay. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
And, David, we know when you're playing on the road how important it is to try and steal momentum early and quiet the crowd. You gash the defense with a run like that to pick up a big first down, that'll do it. And that's really a tone setter, I think, for this offense. And you're sending a direct message to the opponent. We are going to be physical, and we're going to try to run this thing down your throat.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
It's always interesting to view the good teams, the teams that are ranked versus the teams that aren't ranked. And this defense, man, like, how do they play it today? I love that start, man. Coming out aggressive, flying around, playing like your hair's on fire, getting a sack to start this game, getting a little momentum on their side.
They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. I bet it felt good to hit that quarterback late until you got an earful from the coach and cost your defense 15. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Grabbed behind the line, it's Mosley. Across the 25, he's got room. Guided out of bounds at the 22. Good play for this offense as they are threatening to score.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk. And on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right flat. Nice job.
To the air. It's Mayava. Incomplete. A 50-50 ball won by no one that time.
Man, how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Setting up the screen. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
Gotta love this play call early in the football game. Like, the quarterback, get in a rhythm, run a screen play, get it to a playmaker, create some space, move the sticks, get a first down. Nice start for this offense.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
On just to keep it in the air. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
Perfect execution by this defense. They played pass, sat back, looked at the quarterback, took everything away, and even better, good pass rush, finishes it, now put him in a predictable 3rd and long situation.
Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. Good right down the boulevard. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
I know one thing this head coach does every week is he challenges his guys to start fast. And it's so important today, playing on the road in this kind of environment. You saw a nice drive. They didn't get the touchdown they would have loved, but still, kicking that field goal and taking this early lead, that's a statement for the visiting team.
The Badgers offense will now get its first chance with the football. He has a talented quarterback on the other side. He's really been looking forward to this matchup to prove how good he is. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. Neutral zone. The offense needed something, just anything, to give them just a little breathing room, and the defense provided it with that penalty. After that encroachment penalty, it's now 1st and 5. Snags it quickly on the left. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple.
During the week, you got to talk to your quarterback. Quarterback, what do you like? What's your favorite, safest routes, easiest reads? Love coming out with those early with the short passing game.
And he gets the 1st down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
There's so many of these read plays with quarterbacks because they're so smart and they're so athletic now. He makes the correct read, the correct decision, goes and gets the 1st down, new set of downs. Great job by the quarterback.
They'll run it. They'll get him stopped at the 45, but it's a big 15-yard pickup and a 1st down. Sort of getting in touch with their inner James White, Melvin Gordon, or Jonathan Taylor to pick up another 1st down.
I mean, it's just crazy, the list of guys they've had play here in the Wisconsin tradition, and it continues, right? Everybody who's here, you're going to be featured. You're going to get touches. So, hey, recruits, you want to carry the football a lot? Come to Wisconsin.
Short pickup of 4 on 1st down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. They think they can create space here with a run to the right. He just carries it face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Joseph from the gun on 3rd down. Pulls it in. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the 1st down.
Yeah, and you've seen these curl routes. This is a timing route. Understand the ball's got to come out of my hand right when he hits the top of that curl. Nice job by the QB finding him. Nice catch.
Breaks the tackle. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be 2nd and long.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Throws to the back. Makes the grab. Breaks it. Got some room. Headed to the goal line. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Badger.
I think the days of running backs just running downhill are out the window. You better be able to do this. You see the playmaker, slip him out of the backfield, throw him the football. He'll handle the rest, get in the end zone for the touchdown.
will try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 7-3. They took it 68 yards on that drive, and they capped things off with a scoring toss from 27 yards out. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. Out wide right, it's Bowman. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
You know, there used to be a time in college football where tight ends were just possession receivers. You'd throw it to them and they'd go down right away. Not this guy. That was a short throw. And then he shows you the athleticism once he has the ball in his hands. That's why he is such a tough matchup for any defense. Man, he's a problem.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. And they got the completion, but no yards. Now they need to go forward to avoid a 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's Mayava. Complete.
For an offense, slant routes against man coverage are really a rhythm flow. Take your steps and get the ball out. It's got to be in a good location. Quarterback and receiver on the same page there.
Powers inside. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. As we come to the end of the period, Wisconsin has the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Run inside. It's Miller. Pulled down after a pickup of 5, but they knocked that defense back, and they've got it down to the 34.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
Really nice job on 3rd down by this offense. This offense has struggled on 3rd downs throughout the season. Not even in the top 50, but you know what? When you make it 3rd and short, when you have the run-pass option and you're not predictable, you can be more successful. So let's see if this offense can continue to put themselves in good position.
And the quarterback will take a sack back in the 36.
And, man, it's fun to watch a defense that really knows how to pressure the quarterback and that have guys that can win up front. That's the 4th sack of the day. We're still in the first half, but they got a bunch of guys up front that twist and stunt and move and know how to rush the passer. This offense has got to find a way to get the ball out quicker and protect better up front.
He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run.
When it gets in long yardage situations, defensively, you're thinking pass, pass, pass. How about the quarterback doing a great job? He wants to push it down the field, but he does a great job scrambling, chewing up chunks of yards, and now making this situation a lot more manageable.
Back to pass, it's Mayava. Throws for the tight end. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
Not a chance. Missed it. And it is still a 4-point deficit.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Looking to the big tight end. It's dropped after taking the hit.
Yeah, and because of the pressure, the defense gets pressure on him immediately so quickly that he makes a bad decision, tries to throw it into double coverage. Really nice job pressuring the quarterback up front.
Left side is Brooks. Could not make his way to the corner.
And a great job by the defense seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
Joseph. They'll flip it out to the back on the screen. Nice move to pick up yardage. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. Now 1st and 10 after they got them to jump. Fresh center downs going to the air. They're all over him. And they took a shot on that one but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
I know that shot down the field was incomplete, but you got to keep taking shots. Those receivers love to go deep. Gives them a breath of fresh air. They get more excitement. They're going to the quarterback with a little bit more juice because you know you're feeding them. So I would keep taking deep shots down the field.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Listen, nice completion, short gain. Now you get to 3rd down. 3rd down's more manageable. But guess what? If I don't get it on 3rd down, I still got that 4th down in my pocket. Nowadays, analytics, we're going for it anyways.
Right side, it's Kearney. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. The Badgers line up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. High and away, headed toward the sideline just the way he drew it up.
Dude, how about that boom? I mean, you talk about power. That dude just booted that thing halfway across the field, completely flipping the field position and getting it down inside the 10. That is a nice job by that punter.
They'll mark him down at the 17, and that'll be enough to move the chains. From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Changing the routes with his receivers. Looking downfield, it's Mayava. Caught. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Well, they execute the end route. How about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over. A chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. You have to wonder, after missing a field goal on the last drive, how are they going to play this 3rd down? Turns into the pile. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. Wisconsin stops the clock, uses its first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They boot it away. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
Out wide left, it's Rigby. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down.
And that's why, as a former quarterback, man, I love these drag routes, because if you get the right coverage and it's man-to-man and someone gets picked or can't keep up with your receiver, you just put it out nicely in front of them. They're going to make the catch, and they're going to take it a long way. Really great execution. Nice job.
Gets away from one, finds room. And he's tackled, brought down at the 19. They're into the red zone with another 1st down. And And the Badgers come to the line with a new set of downs. Throwing Joseph. Firing to the right, complete. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Under pressure. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. From the gun on 3rd down, Joseph. It's complete to the left. Touchdown, Wisconsin! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
Here comes the USC offense to get this drive underway. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one down 14-3. Moves the pocket. It's Mayava. Hit as he throws. And he gets rid of it.
They've already got a bunch of sacks on them today and another quarterback pressure. This offense has to try to find a way to get the ball out a little bit quicker, to protect the quarterback a little bit more. Whether it's screens, whether it's draws, whether it's rolling your quarterback, something has to change for this offense to protect the quarterback a little bit better.
Out wide right, it's Jordan. They get him down at the 36. It will be a 1st down. The Trojans decide to use their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a 1st down. Fresh set of downs going up top. Finds his man. They'll get the 1st down. It's spotted on the 49. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by USC. It's their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Making the adjustment. Wants to throw on 1st. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important... He got the ball, and they've got it at the 48.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot.
One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Working the ground game. They got it blocked just enough and a good gain on that run. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3 spot on the board. And that is no good after the miss. Still an 11-point game, guys. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country. And the Trojans will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Before we kick off the second half, Holly Rowe, what do you have?
Coach, Jed Fish told me at halftime. He says this all the time, but the team that holds on to the football and rushes the best usually wins the game, and that's what this team has done in the first half. The running back has been terrific. Great ball security and offense now taking the field. They expect to continue that dominant run game here on offense to start the third. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly.
That's just a mental error. On defense, you got to watch the ball. I understand the quarterback shouting and he's clapping and there's all this crowd noise, but you just got to hone in, watch the football before you come out of your stance.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Fires downfield. Left side, it's Rigby. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. The Wisconsin quarterbacks always know their role. Sometimes they got to make the big plays, from a Darrell Bevel to a Russell Wilson.
And knowing your role means knowing that you're going to hand the football off a lot, and you're going to be a play-action team and pick and choose your spots. But it won't be an offense with Wisconsin then it's opening up. It's throwing the football 30, 40 times a game.
Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Using his legs, it's Jackson. And he's brought down after a short gain. It's 3rd down, and the line to gain is the 36. They'll send the back in motion. Joseph from the gun on 3rd down. Unleashes one deep. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Badgers decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. Here comes the Trojan offense ready to go on the attack. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half.
Well, when it comes to screen passes, you're just trying to mix them in different situations, and I like it here. First play of the drive on offense, and you're dropping back to pass or letting the pass rush get upfield, seeing if you can just get one into the hands of your back, get some blockers downfield. You don't obviously pick up an explosive play, but you get some good yards on that, and you give the opposing defense now something else to think about. You've got these screens in your back pocket, and you're going to use them.
Pass is incomplete, but a lot of contact there. I think it's going to be pass interference and a 1st down.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. You simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Back to pass, it's Mayava. Oh, pressure's coming. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
Just gets rid of it to avoid the sack.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game, and someone's going to have to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
And back to the air on 2nd down. Look out! And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper, but they're playing better football. They're playing with better...
Intercepted for the 11th time this season. Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it 1st down at the 42.
Man, this thing's starting to snowball now in a bad way for this offense. Second interception in as many drives. This quarterback has got to be able to turn the page and make better decisions.
Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon. Neutral zone is under action. Defense had them backed up, and then they're in the neutral zone, and the offense will say thank you very much. Defense made that job a little easier after the encroachment. It's 1st and 5. Joseph. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
And both of these defenses, man, they've been so good. They've been physical. They've been great tackling, limiting explosive plays. But it's these type of plays right here, when it's kind of a 50-50, 60-40, where the offense has to make the play, the defense has been consistently winning in this football game.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. Quickly out to the tight end. Breaks into the open. He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
And the Badgers now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Hands it off. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Yeah, and you see some people get upset with offsides on the defense. I call it the cost of doing business. It's just part of being great off the football. Sometimes you'll guess, and sometimes you'll be wrong. The first one is always on me, Coach, and then the second one, usually he takes me out of the game.
Joseph on the play action. Fires to the middle. Finds a tight end. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Throwing Joseph. They'll run the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. Didn't make them sweat at all. It's good. And that will extend their lead even further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Working the sidelines, Holly Rowe. What do you have, Holly?
Hey, guys, checking in from the USC sideline. I can see the coaches imploring their team right now. This has to be a turning point. Turning it over on that last drive, it could get out of hand if they don't make something happen right now. You see that?
There he goes! Past the 30. He's at the top, and he scores! Touchdown, Trojans!
It's so challenging to stop the middle of the field passes deep down. You stretch me in these zones. I got to run with you in man. It's always a good idea to run those deep posts, and you could tell they saw it all the way. Receiver, quarterback on same page, gets the big touchdown.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Badgers start this drive as the offense looks ready to roll. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. Joseph shakes off the defender. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
How about the speed and athleticism in the back end of this defense? They came after the tight end with conviction, and they land a huge hit to prevent him from getting the first.
Second down to the air. Short pass. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Offense goes on the attack on 1st and 10. They go play action with Joseph. He wants to take the top off. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Well, the quarterback saw the matchup he liked. He had his receiver one-on-one, tried to give him a shot. It was a 50-50 ball, and the defender just made a better play, forcing the incompletion.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. The encroachment penalty on the D gives the offense a free 5 yards. Defense has to stay out of that neutral zone. It's 2nd and 5. Hand it to the back. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a 3rd down opportunity that's in their favor.
The Badgers are flying down the field. Wide receiver comes in motion. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. All over him immediately.
And you gotta love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against the running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some yardage up and keep an offense on schedule. Nice job by this defense locking in and shutting down the run game so far.
Under heat, and he gets rid of it. Oh, what a play. It's intercepted. Oh, the big fella. Look at the big fella rumble. Touchdown, Trojans. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score.
Well, they came into this one as the favorite, obviously, and they looked like they were sleepwalking in that first half. Whatever adjustments they made in the second half, I think one thing's pretty simple. David, they remembered who they were. Offensively now, they've come out. They've been electrifying. They've been lighting up the scoreboard. Defensively, getting the football back. This was the team we thought we were going to see at the very start of the game.
Man, it's so hard week to week, man. So many challenges, injuries, all the things that come with it, and getting guys motivated, right? Like sometimes they just don't have that energy. Good to see them come out after the half with the energy, with the urgency. This is the squad we thought we were going to see.
Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a whole new ball game as they start the drive. Looking for a crease to the left. And they get to him early, and he'll be knocked down for a loss of 4.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There's been way too much penetration up front defensively. They've been able to stop him in his tracks.
Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21. The ride. He was looking everywhere for more running room and couldn't find it. He'll be 4 yards short, and it's 4th down. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. Can't wait to see how this 4th quarter is going to go and see who can come out on top in this barn burner. And the Badgers will try to pin them back with the punt. Not a lot of room to field this one. They stop him immediately, flying down the field and get to him before he can even get started. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
Caught behind the line. It's Mosley. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
And you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
Pass to 6. Oh, he's got some space. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
And I think that's what you want to see from this offense down the stretch. Like, can you physically dominate the game? You've got the lead. Now run the football, eat clock, continue to feed your dude.
Out wide left, it's Bowman. Snags it and he's open. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
And you've really seen the evolutions of tight ends, man. These guys are no longer just big bodies that block like the extension of the offensive line. They're more like receivers, and I love when the quarterback gets it out of his hands, and then you just watch. Like, they can make plays, they can run people over, they can now run around people. Like, so nice to have these tight ends.
Looking for a man, it's Mayava. In the backfield, it's Miller. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
You know, the RPO game now in college football really puts the defense in a bind, and it forces them just to freeze a half second as they try to distinguish between the running back and the quarterback. Who's keeping the football? On that play, it was the running back, and he made him pay.
Here's a little room there. They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line.
And this drive, this offense is really focused on physicality, man. Running the football. Look at right here, right up the gut. Nice play. Nice job just controlling the line of scrimmage, putting a drive together. This offense really doing a good job right now.
Trying to run, it's Jordan. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. The give. Touchdown USC! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Here comes Wisconsin's offense to get this drive underway. And now this offense needs a late 4th quarter drive to answer that last touchdown. So this defense has to protect the lead, but they can also end the deal by putting the quarterback down. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 coming up. Joseph on the play action. Unloads to the wideout. Left side is Kearney. Open spaces. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14.
And that's how you flip the field really quickly. Go from being on your side of the field, creating the explosive play, getting some momentum for this offense, and getting towards scoring position.
The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. Throwing Joseph. Got it. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get 2 bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
Yeah, I like where the quarterback got because I think he needed to check the football down, but the pressure got there a little bit too fast, and he just didn't have enough time to get it to his running back and maybe put a positive spin on this play instead of an incompletion.
3rd and long, and they'll need to get it close to the goal line to convert. Again, it's Joseph. And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18.
Great job up front on this pass rush. Defense in a dime personnel grouping. They've got 6 DBs on the field. They're expecting pass, so they're going to have to win with 4 guys, and they're 4-1. They got the job done.
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. 4th down, Joseph. Blasted as he lets it go. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Badger!
Really nice touchdown. Now it's decision time. Extra point will get you to OT. Do you try to win it right now with a 2-point play?
And they are a mere extra point away from tying this game. And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the 4th. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the finisher, an 18-yard touchdown throw. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you, Tony.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
And that's luxury for this offense to be in right now. They don't have to be in so much of a hurry. They can still run the football, be successful. Great chance right here knocking on the door to take the lead.
Miller with the ball. Got the 1st down. There he goes. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge game? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
See some running room. Runs through the tackle. Wisconsin stops the clock, uses its 1st timeout. And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down play?
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle. But they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
Running inside. It's Miller. Taken down.
And this offense has got to get somewhere, right? That's a couple plays in a row. Like, the clock is their biggest enemy. So we got to find a way to manufacture, push the ball down the field, make something happen with that clock running out.
If they tried the field goal from here, it would be 53 yards. They'd love to help the kicker out on 3rd down. Keeps it himself. He'll try to get to the marker himself. Might have a chance. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Southern Cal. And inside a minute to go, and they've got the lead.
Man, what a great job with the execution in a moment where you had to have it. You score the touchdown, you take the lead. There's less than a minute to go in this game. All your defense has to do now is get a stop and you win.
The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Deep in the end zone, it's Kearney. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. And they're going to have to fight this defense, and they're also up against it with time, Jesse.
Yeah, no doubt, Reese. And this quarterback now, he's going to have to show off his poise, David. They practice these late-game situations, but how's this guy going to respond?
And I got a little bit of time to work with here, so I watch the defense, and if they're going to drop back and play real conservative like they tend to do late in the game, let's get a few shots over the middle first before we have to take that deep shot.
They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Joseph. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
And I'm so interested to see how this young man responds, man. Like, he has been really good all game long. Put up some big numbers, but now it's prime time. It's a big moment. Can he step up in this spotlight, make a big drive, make a big play for his team to maybe go win this football game?
This time on target. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Timeout called by the offense. Clock stopped with 21 seconds left. And he just continues to put up numbers, and that number is now over 300.
This guy just throws completions, man. The ball doesn't seem to touch the ground. He's back there. He's making the right reads. Right now, he is locked into what this defense is trying to do.
And this offense has another opportunity to put a scoring drive together. They've done a really good job, man. Their defense, yeah, it's been okay. Like, giving up a lot of points. Now they're in a situation where can you be clutch? Can you come up big in a 2-minute situation when you really need to?
Again, it's Joseph. Rush right in his face. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
They were really starting to put a drive together. And after a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. Throwing Joseph. Fires to the wideout. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
And with that incompletion, man, it's go time. Like, this offense, there's no more holding back. They've got to have this play. Trailing, they need a big play. Which one on that play call sheet is your go-to play?
Trying to burn this defensive back. Ball falls to the turf. The final pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for this one. They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for this squad, right? Like, you start every season, you have big goals, and it usually starts with your conference championship and winning a national championship, maybe going to the playoffs. Everybody has different goals, but getting to a bowl is always sweet, and this team's eligible now.
I know the coaches are really happy about this, the AD and the fans, because they know what it means for the program, right? You're going to get those 15 extra practices at the end of the year to help develop young talent. Looking ahead to next season, but that's next season. There's still a lot of football left to go this year. Let's just see how good of a bowl game they can get to.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.